The Knife Jugglers, A Tale of Foolish Youth. Introduction. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a cautionary tale about the dangers of recklessness and stupidity. It's a story of foolishness, pain, and ultimately, redemption. But don't worry, this isn't a lecture. Instead, it's a tale that will make you laugh, gasp, and maybe even shed a tear. So sit back, relax, and prepare to meet the dumb children. Meet the dumb children. Allow me to introduce you to our two protagonists, Thomas and Jareth. They are two young boys with a penchant for danger and recklessness. Tom is the older of the two, with shaggy brown hair and a devil-may-care attitude. Jerry, on the other hand, is small and wiry, with a mischievous glint in his eye. Together, they make quite the pair. Tom and Jerry are the kind of kids who always seem to be getting into trouble. They climb trees that are too tall, swim in rivers that are too fast, and generally ignore any warnings of danger. But despite their foolishness, there's something endearing about them. Maybe it's their unbridled enthusiasm or their unwavering loyalty to each other. Whatever it is, you can't help but root for these two dumb children as they stumble through life. The juggling act. As the audience watches in horror, the dumb children step onto the stage, each holding a set of sharp knives. They begin to toss them up into the air, their eyes fixed on the blades as they spin through the air. The tension is palpable as the audience holds its breath, waiting for disaster to strike. Suddenly, one of the knives goes off course, flying dangerously close to one of the dumb children's faces. The audience gasps as the child narrowly avoids being impaled. But the show must go on, and the dumb children continue their dangerous routine, each throw more perilous than the last. The first accident. As the dumb children continued to juggle with knives, the audience could feel the tension in the air. Suddenly, one of the knives slipped from a child's hand and flew through the air, landing with a sickening thud in the soft flesh of their arm. Blood sprayed out in a crimson arc, splattering on the ground and the dumb children's faces. The injured child let out a scream of pain, and the audience recoiled in horror at the sight. It was clear that this was no longer a harmless game, but a dangerous and foolish activity that had already resulted in injury. The second accident. The second accident was even worse than the first. As one of the dumb children attempted to juggle 3 knives at once, they lost control and one of the knives flew into the air. The other 2 children were too focused on their own juggling to notice, and the knife came down and struck the third child in the head. The audience gasped as the child fell to the ground, blood pooling around them. It was a gruesome sight, and the stupidity of the children's actions was now painfully clear. It was a miracle that none of them had been killed yet, but it was only a matter of time if they continued down this path. Lesson learned. In the end, the dumb children learned a valuable lesson about the importance of safety and the consequences of reckless behavior. They realized that their foolish actions not only put themselves in danger but also those around them. It was a hard lesson to learn, but one that they would never forget. It's important to remember that accidents can happen to anyone, even those who think they are invincible. It's crucial to take precautions and be aware of the potential dangers in any situation. By doing so, we can prevent unnecessary harm and ensure the safety of ourselves and those around us.